Pulled this TRQ minutes ago out of the Totally Random Question Box. What is your monster-in-law story?
This one doesn't even sound bad. Someone said my monster-in-law was going to quit her job to raise our kids, as well as she wanted to live on the same property. I think if my mother-in-law said she was quitting her job and she wanted to live on the same property as us and she'd help with childcare, I'd be ecstatic.
Sounds all right, honestly, yeah.
Now, they did say raise our kids for us. Like, if she's taking over fully, I understand. But if you are going to be like daycare, free, hello.
It's all well and good, until you walk in and you're like, hey, and they run to grandma. They're like, Mommy. And you're like, no.
Wait, what about me?
I'm your mother. that would be sad, I suppose.
That would be sad. This is terrible. Someone said my mother-in-law was so nice to me the entire time I was pregnant, but then at my baby shower, she told everyone, I just hope the baby looks like our side of the family. I was literally sitting right there. My mom almost flipped a table. Still, neither of us are over it.
Yeah, you're crazy. I cannot imagine.
I couldn't. I'd cry.
Your monster-in-law story.
We just fight about how to cook pork. I know that like pork is more hygienic now and you shouldn't be as concerned, but they literally make pork chops and they serve them raw.
Raw?
And I can't eat that. And so we kind of got into a big tiff about it because my my mother-in-law is like, are you insulting my cooking? And I'm like, no. And she's like, you need to stop telling me what to do. Now it's like this whole big thing. And when we go over for dinner, I just pray that they're not serving pork chops.
And if you're fighting about a lot, they're always like, oh, guess who's coming over? Time to make the pork.
That's what I thought, too. They're making it on purpose when you're coming over.
We're seeing some monster-in-laws.
Yeah, someone said my mother-in-law comments on everything I post. Like if I post a selfie, she'll comment, you look tired. Are you getting enough sleep? And then one time I didn't reply, so she texted my husband asking if I was okay mentally. That's crazy.
And what?
Someone else said my mother-in-law has a key to our house for emergencies. Tell me why I came home from work one day and she had rearranged my entire kitchen because she said it flows better this way. She also threw away my coffee mugs because she felt they didn't match. I was crying and my husband said she's just being helpful.
Some of these people just sound like nasty humans.
I don't like the fact that the husband took his mom's side and was like, she's just being helpful. He had to see, she went into the house when she wasn't supposed to, rearrange the kitchen, then threw away things that weren't hers. I do feel bad for some of these people. These are terrible. I feel just blessed that I have a great mother-in-law.
Monster-in-law stories. The senator did that thing that just had to go like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah, my wife and I are trying to sell our house for some time, and my mother-in-law used to be in real estate, and so we were just about to sell the house, and she got involved and told us not to take the offer. The offer was too low, so we backed out, and now we've been having to wait for a good 2 years now to try to sell the house, all because of my mother-in-law.
So she talked you onto the one deal that was coming along. That sucks. And is that like a timing thing? That blows.
Someone said, my mother-in-law will never say anything directly. She'll say things like, oh, wow, I could never leave my kids with a sitter that young, but I guess every parent is different. And I'm just standing there thinking, if you don't approve, just say it.
What is your monster-in-law tale? 237. It's called Text the Playhouse.
Wake up in the morning.
The Y94 Morning Playhouse.
Someone said when my wife and I got engaged, we called her mom to tell her, and she asked if we had any thoughts on a date. We had already picked a date a year and a half out, and she yelled at us saying we need to include our families to pick a date in case she has a work meeting. That was the last straw. We cut all ties.
Oh, you know what? I just really don't like that day. It's a bad date for me.
Have a work meeting. You know about this date a year and a half out. If anything comes up, just request the day off. What
work meeting would you have that you couldn't be like, oh, you know what? It's actually my kid's wedding that day. And they would be like, oh, no, totally get it.
Yeah,
we'll reschedule.
Get that. This is another wedding related. Someone said, my mother-in-law wore white to my wedding. Not cream, not beige, white. And then told people she didn't realize it was inappropriate. She also tried to change our first dance song the week before the wedding because she didn't like it. I'm still confused how I was able to stay calm that entire wedding.
Monster-in-law.
My mother-in-law robbed my husband and I while we were giving birth to our daughter. She was supposed to be watching the house and taking care of our pets.
And she robbed you?
Well, I'll tell you, the jury awarded us $500,000. So let me tell you, my name's Karen, and I think she's the one that came up with the whole Karen name thing.
I want to laugh at that, but I'm really focused on the whole $500,000, whatever she did in your house business. Can you imagine knowing, like, oh, my grandchild's being born. This is a great opportunity to, go let the dogs out, but also steal from them.
Yeah, what happened? I don't understand what she was doing.
Also, like, she must have stole a lot of stuff.
Like, clean the whole house out.
You
Grinch
come
style.
Home. You come home with your brand new baby all bundled up. You got nothing but a car seat. You open the door and you're like, welcome home. And then you realize there's not even a speck of who hash for a mouse. Can you imagine?
No. As someone who was not prepared for when their child came home, we really didn't have anything built. I couldn't imagine coming home to then nothing.
Just the couch is gone. TV is
Everything.
gone. Like, it's just like a tumbleweed in the middle of the room.
Oh.
She brought in the tumbleweed. What is she doing?
Someone said when I first met my mother-in-law, she said, you're so brave for not wearing makeup today. I was wearing makeup, and that's when I knew we were never going to be besties, and it has just gone downhill from there. Someone else said, my mother-in-law expects every holiday at her house. The one year we went to my family's Thanksgiving instead, she didn't speak to us for 2 months and told everyone I was pulling her son away from her.
Oh, jeez. Stop.
Yeah, that's a stretch. Come on.
Gotta be able to share them. Gotta share them. And for you, a monster-in-law?
My current issue with my in-laws is, so I'm a little bit bigger than I was before I had my baby. And I mean, if you knew me before and now, you probably would know the difference. But if you met me now, you would just think I was some thin woman. But they constantly like to remind me that they don't know my size anymore when they go shopping for clothes. Why do they need to buy me clothes anyways? Because I'm so much larger than I used to be. They're constantly harping on my weight. It's like 6 extra pounds that I couldn't get off past that baby.
I mean, I don't understand why that conversation's even being had. How rude is that?
I mean, it's so annoying. I actually am getting a complex because of it. It's so annoying.
Has your husband tried to, like, interact with them about this and be like, knock it off?
Oh, he tries. He tries. He even gained like 10 pounds just to like put the focus on him. That's a good man. But they just don't care.
That is why he gained those 10 pounds. What
To
a
take
nice
the
husband.
focus off? Yeah, maybe.
Obviously, that's why.
Someone said my monster-in-law stopped talking to me for like 3 months. Literally wouldn't say one word to me because she got mad about something petty. Now I need to know what she got mad about. And another person said my stepmom's mom told my brother and I that we would never be her grandkids. And now my mother-in-law hasn't said anything. But when my husband moved in with me, she told him she couldn't believe he would move in with someone who couldn't keep up the house. I was a single mom of 2 kids, working full time. Sometimes cleaning doesn't get done right away. And she will also post about one daughter-in-law raving, yet nothing about me. Okay.
What, you thought maybe you were getting a bonus parent, and then you got a monster-in-law. I don't know if that sound effect really added as much to that. Do you know how hard I looked for that T-Rex sound?
Listen to this one. Someone said, my mother-in-law stopped our dance with my husband and I during our wedding and yelled at us saying, am I chopped liver? Because my husband didn't want to dance with his mom during our wedding.
What a turd.
It's your wedding, not the wedding between him and his mother.
She's wearing a white dress. Stand at the end of the aisle. Is this where you want me?
Don't see this one as bad. Someone said when I was pregnant, my mother-in-law made an entire nursery in her house, fully decorated crib, rocking chair, everything. And she kept saying for whenever the baby stays over. My baby's 3 months old and has still never spent a night there.
Sad. I feel kind of bad that she put all that together.
Same. I think she was just trying to be helpful. I don't think that one's bad.
Monster-in-law.
Well, kind of crazy. She like basically named our firstborn son instead of us naming him.
How does that work?
Yeah, no, like, okay, well, first of all, she's a doctor, and so we wanted her to be there for the birth, and she was very, she's a strong personality anyway, but she was very hands-on during the whole delivery, which in a lot of ways was great. But then, like, afterwards in recovery, we're lying around, we're, banding about different names that we've been, we kind of narrowed it down to 2, and like, out of the blue, she's like, yeah, but you're going to name for Grandpa, right? Like, you're gonna name him in honor of him. And I was just kind of in shock, so I didn't say anything. And we ended up just putting down his grandpa's name as his name.
What's the name, out of curiosity?
His name is Everett.
Well, that's a cool name, at least.
It's kind of cool, but it's kind of old. I mean, I know it's like hipstery to have like old school names now.
Yeah. That is crazy, though, that you guys, obviously you agreed to it, but it seems like it was so, like, just kind of assigned.
Someone said, I've known my mother-in-law as long as I've known my wife. So my mother-in-law met me back in high school and hated me. The one thing she did that really makes me angry over the years, I can't say because my wife listens to Y94 and she'll know it's me.
Fair.
And someone else said, my mother-in-law bought us a couch. Sounds nice, right? Wrong. She picked it up, got it delivered, or picked it out, got it delivered, and now anytime she comes over, she'll critique us about the couch. And she'll say things like, don't let the dog sit on my couch. Ma'am, it's in our living room. It's our couch.
Some of these people sound psycho.
This is another baby name. Someone said we told her our baby name, and she said, I don't like that. I'm going to call him something else. And now she she actually does. My son has 2 names depending on who you ask, and they put the upside down smiley face.
Can you even kind of imagine, like, handing over because you've just had a baby, he's a year old.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, handing over, like, meet your grandson, and you said the name, and she's like, I'm going to call him Daryl. Like some random name. You're like, what?
No, his name is Brooks.
No,
What?
this is baby Daryl.
No. These people are like allowing her to call him something else. If it's like a complete different name, that would upset me because I don't want him to get confused. Why is he going by a different name
names.
around you? It would be one thing if it was like a nickname. Oh, I call him Little Peanut or Honey,
okay.
like a little cute nickname or something. But a completely different name, absolutely not.
That would have to be a conversation. It would have to be. It's just confusing to everybody.
Yeah, I would say he's not going to be around you. If you're not going to call him by his name, have some respect.
Then you hop on her social media page or Instagram's like, introducing Daryl. She beat us. His name's Daryl now. It's Instagram official.